Her smile shines as bright as the stars at night. Her heart is as kind as can be. She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, oh Lordy. A straight talker is Smiley. She's the salt of the earth. Make no mistake, she matters. Catch Smiley's story on a live stream. Oh boy, that girl can matter. Go Smiley. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Missing posters and stories of heartache and fear. She tells us all of the heartbreaking tears. She can sniff out the guilty from a mile away. If Smiley's on the case, then she's here to stay. She cares about these missing children. She cares deeply about them all. She speaks the truth with integrity. For the truth, she will seek it all. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Smiley's questions are like a heat-seeking missile. She's going straight for the bullseye. Don't ever believe you can fool her. She's too wise, man, she won't comply. She values freedom like the 4th of July. She values respect even more. If you want to earn a place at Smiley's table, watch the clock, it takes time for sure. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you break her trust, you're done for. Trust don't grow back like grass. So don't give Smiley a reason to doubt you, or that friendship will shatter like glass. She's a damn good woman, that much we know. She puts in the hours to bring them kids home. If your child is missing, you want Smiley on the case. She is always willing and she gives so much grace. She's a Smiley, alright. She's a Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you're guilty, you better feel fear.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hello to you all. Happy second day of fall, September 23rd, 2025 on Tuesday. Thank you all for being here and giving me your precious time. Good morning, beautiful Janice. Hello, Dawn Emery. Good morning. Good morning. Wakey, wakey. Thank you all for being here. Hello, Panda Bear's mom. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Donna, hello. Good morning. Good to see you. Oh, and may you have a blessed day as well. Miss Janice. Oh, thank you, Miss Janice. Thank you so much. Starting off that day. Oh, let's see here, honey. Starting off that day right. Miss Janice, Miss Janice is a great mod and a good supporter. But I know what Miss Janice wants, honey. Miss Janice, she just wants to know what Smiley's going to say in Southern style, in crime style, right? Smiley says, this case just went from sweet tea to moonshine, honey. Lord, it's about to hit the fan faster than a June bug on a porch light. Things are about to blow up. Woo! Thank you, Miss Janice. Thank you, Miss Janice. Good morning, Hobo's Life. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Everybody coming in, thank you for being here. How are you doing, Hobo's Life? I'm doing okay. Very sore. Listen, I know, honey, and I know that pillow is your friend. And if you're not using that pillow, you better hug that pillow tight, especially when you cough or sneeze, because that pillow is your friend. I love you, and I'm praying for you. We are all praying for you here. All praying for you. Prayers to you. Prayers to you. So, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I thank you all for being here so much. I love seeing my morning group here. I do. So, is everybody doing good today? It's a beautiful day outside. Beautiful day. Woo, we're going to talk about this wild case. This is a wild case. Come on in, bring your coffee, bring your hot chocolate, your sweet tea, whatever it is your little heart desires. Please hit that like button and remember to subscribe and share this live. It's free. It's all free. And it helps us get the story out and keep Celeste's name out. You know, we got to remember David is the musician. He's the singer. He's the famous or infamous one, whichever way you want to look at it. But honey, we got a little girl here who was chopped up in his car, and she is the victim, right? She's the victim. We're going to talk about David and Celeste. Well, really, David, his fame, his silence, and Celeste's body in the car. In my opinion, and this, we're all allowed to have our opinions, but in my opinion, David's silence is louder than words, and Celeste deserved way more, right? She deserved way more. There's people who really crave attention. They crave attention so bad that they don't care if it's positive. They don't care if it's negative. Even some psychologists call it just notoriety seeking. Hey, D, True Crime. Hello, good morning. Welcome in. For certain personalities, though, being infamous still feels like being remembered, right? And that's more tolerable. It's a shame, but it's more tolerable to them than fading and getting all caught in the not being. When you mix that with narcissism, and oh boy, do I believe he has that. Yep. The antisocial traits, you get individuals who would rather be the center of controversy than show vulnerability. Shit, I can't even talk this morning. Or remorse. And shit, we've all seen that. We've all seen that. We know somebody in real life or on these tube streets We've seen that. You can't tell me you have not seen that. We've all seen that. All you got to do is open your eyes and open your ears. It's there. It's unfortunate, but it's there. Dee said it reminds her of someone I know. Absolutely. We all got that someone we know like that, right? And in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but in my opinion, that makes him a very dangerous person, a very dangerous individual, in my opinion. And anybody else like that? Open your eyes, open your ears, and always stay aware. Don't let people fool you. I did a show on this not long ago. When people show you who they are, you better believe them. You better believe them. He's definitely, in my opinion, a full narcissist. I have watched him. I have listened to interviews he's done and that he's done since this case. I've listened to everybody. I've unfortunately have had the unpleasure, and I say unpleasure. I don't like his music, whether this came into play or not. I don't. I'm just sorry. I told y'all yesterday it sucks, and I mean it sucks. But I have had the unpleasure of listening to his deep, dark, creepy music that I feel sucks, in my opinion. And I listen to it so I can bring this to you. And y'all don't have to, unless you want to, but good Lord, just saying. Hey, Kelly, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Because to me, his music is all dark. It's dark. It was dark before, in my opinion, he met Celeste. It was dark during, and it was dark after what happened. It's dark. Hey, Lady Q, you're fine, honey. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. And to me, it's not worth listening to, but many think it is. Many around the world think it is. His music made him what they call famous in his genre, I guess. They live for that type of stuff. Some people do. I don't. But I guess some people love it. Hey, if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. Whatever floats your boat, honey. Tammy T is a member for 30 months, honey. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you, Tammy T. Good God, how did you put up with Smiley? Woo! Thank you for being a member for 30 months. I love you, Tammy T. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody coming in. Thank you. So, to each his own, I say, right? To each his own. If David's innocent, if David is innocent, I would say, just in my opinion only, again, we can never judge how somebody acts, although we do out here in public opinion. But if he is innocent, in my opinion only, I would expect his behavior to be, especially in his position, especially at first, maybe not so much now, because I'm sure he's got, attorneys and stuff telling him, shut the hell up, don't say a word. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Nobody's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And when that mockingbird sings your name, you're gonna lose all your fame. So hush, little baby, don't say a word. You know, I guess he's got somebody advising him. Hello, Ro. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, that was just me making a smart ass. Good morning. Good morning. You don't like my singing? Good morning. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Kelly said, I actually liked a couple of his songs. I thought his voice was unique. His song Here With Me Now after learning what he had done. Yeah, I mean, you know, and to each his own. I mean, maybe he's got some songs out there in the mix that maybe I haven't heard, that maybe I think is good. I mean, there's a lot of people that I listen to that maybe y'all think, my God, I would never listen to them or whatever. And that's cool. That is cool, to each his own. But I just think his music, the majority of it, is very, very dark. And it was before, during, and after. Now, maybe I just haven't heard some of his good songs because, like I said, I just, you know, and unique, I guess, is a good way of putting it. But then again, I'm not a musician. I am not one that a record label. I'm not one that, you know, I just enjoy music, but I don't enjoy that type of music, you know. So I don't have the ears for lyric, you know, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But if he's innocent, I would expect, and this is just me, to be even earlier on, maybe not so much now as I was saying, to be very loud in public, even when he was on stage, to say something that I didn't do this, or I'm devastated, or maybe how about send his condolences out to her family, or, you know, anything like that, offer to help her family, something, but nothing, you know, nothing, you know, nothing. I mean, he just went on. Instead, it's the calm, cold, still performing, which he's not performing now, but it was the calm, cold, and performing that made him look like he was so detached. You know, his entire self was just detached. Maybe he's just the detached type, a detached person. I don't know. But he didn't even seem to be sympathetic with her death, even though he was connected and she was connected to him. He can't deny that. He can't deny that. There's pictures. There's text messages. There's teachers speaking out. His friends knew, if nothing else, they say that was his girlfriend, but if nothing else, they had matching tattoos. If nothing else, they were at least friends, right? Hey, listen, I have friends that are younger than me, male, female, but I'm not a pedo, right? Why is he not speaking out? To me, this just makes him look guilty, in my opinion. And if he's guilty of nothing else, he is guilty of that, in my opinion. But she was connected to him. So I wonder if, even as a human being, he has even reached out privately to her family. I doubt it. I wonder if he sent condolences or anything like that. You know, When you got money and fame, you can even have people go over and do it for you or send it. I wonder. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. You know, that's what other famous people do. We see it. He's 20D. Yeah, I doubt it, Crystal Pistol. He was just going to go on moving and grooving and dancing and singing and go on with his tour until they searched his home. That's what I think. I think behind the scenes, that's why he canceled the rest of his tour. I think they told him, like any cop tells any normal person or anybody else, hey, don't leave the area. And I think even though he's not under arrest or anything, I think he had no choice but to cancel, right? That's what I think. Lady Q, I don't know if it's true or not. We won't know, I guess, until the autopsy, but it is really coming out on more than one place. I didn't believe it at first. I didn't think that was, and I don't still think that's the reason, but it's coming out in too many places. So it's a very huge possibility, but I don't know that for a fact. I don't know. I don't think we know much in this case as a fact, but it's going to come out. It does sound disgusting, Rogue. Very much so. But you know, no matter what, she is the victim, and we must not forget that. He may be hiding back in his own little sister's closet, again, just writing more terrible songs, in my opinion, detaching himself from the world like when he was a kid right now. I don't know. But does he have an attorney now? I'm going to assume, this is what I'm going to assume. I don't know, because I haven't got up to the latest. I did go to bed last night. I do sleep sometimes and have a personal life. But what I'm going to assume is he does, because I'm going to assume that when you're this famous, when you have money involved, when you don't do anything wrong, but you are this famous, I think any famous person will let you know, that you're going to have an attorney on retainer. You travel the country. You're not going to want anything to go wrong. You're just going to have an attorney in case something goes wrong, not like this magnitude. Jesus Christ, nobody thought this, but this is not why usually people have an attorney. They, on standby, but a lot of people come after you if you're famous and stuff like that. So you'd probably have an attorney. So I'd say, yeah, he does have one, in my opinion. Will they handle this? I don't know. He hasn't even been arrested yet, right? But I imagine by now, if he does, even his business attorney, somebody's told him, you better not speak. Don't speak at all. But even the most innocent people still can't help but to cry out their innocence, right? That's what I think. I mean, I'm sure with his money and his fame, he always kept an attorney, like I said, on retainer. But in the very beginning, he should have, in my opinion, tried to act like he gave a crap, because he did know her, and he had to know all the money in the world was not going to hide. He knew her. Money, again, in my opinion, was more important. Making his shows, selling his merch, making his money. Shh. 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 Money is the root of all evil, people. But he's going to lose a lot of money anyway in the long run, and no shh in the world is going to change that. You can't shh your way through life like this. You can't, something this huge, and the shh, even if he didn't commit this crime, is not going to stop the pedo behavior, right? No shh tattoo, no money shh to hide the secrets. It's not going to work this time, in my opinion. Staying silent can feel safer if he knows any statement could be used against him. And I'm sure he does know that. I'm sure by now he has been told that. I'm sure when they searched his house, the officers told him that. That's pretty much a normal routine. You're not detained, but I can let you know that anything you say and can be used, will and can be used against you in a court of law. He can't say he was never told that, but he didn't cancel until after they raided his house. That suggests to me he didn't stop out of shock or grief. Hell, if somebody was in my car all chopped up, trigger warnings to some, I'm sorry, this is true crime. And it was somebody I knew. On top of that, you better believe I would have shock. You better believe I would have grief. Even if I wasn't worrying about my own butt and it being my own car, the fact that he knew her, he was supposed to care about her. It may not even register in his mind about her age or anything going to come out. It should have. But the point is, what should have overridden all of that was somebody he knew. He stopped, in my opinion, the tour because he was told to. Can't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave the state. Don't leave. That lines up with someone more worried about appearances, than what's happened. More worried about appearances, money, being famous or infamous. Either way, both ways. I don't know. Exactly. And that's I heard a commentator the other day say, if it was homicide, well, hell, what else could it be? When in your lifetime, even in the movies, even in fake stuff, have you ever known? Because if you have, show me, trigger warning, known anybody to chop up their self into little pieces, put their self in a bag, go to whoever they're having a beef with. Oh, I think I will go put myself in the trunk of their car Who do you know who's ever done that? Have they even made that in a Hollywood movie yet? Don't think not. When a young girl is tied to an older performer and she ends up dead in his car, alone, that makes him look guilty. I understand he's not arrested, and I understand he's not guilty of anything yet. And I'm not saying he is. Somebody else could have did this, and they will find out who. But if I was him and somebody else did this, I would really, 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 really be wanting to find out the who if I really didn't do something like this. Even if he never openly said anything and started thinking about, oh, she's underage, oh shit, I'm gonna be in trouble, da 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 da. Well, you made your bed, you have to lie in it. That is predatory. But even if he never openly said anything else except she was just a fan, she was just like my little sister, I felt sorry for her. To me, even if that was a lie and he said that, would be better than the silence. The silence speaks volumes. And if nothing else, we know he is a predator, in my opinion. And if he can't be charged with nothing else, he should be charged with being a predator, in my opinion. Good morning, Lady for Justice. Good morning. Whoop, whoop. Member for 5 months. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Hallelujah. Thank you. You know, compassion would have cost him nothing. His greed is going to cost him everything, in my opinion. Not showing compassion makes him either guilty or it just makes him cold with a black heart. Either way, it don't look good. So does he want fame or does he want to be infamous? Possibly. If he has that hunger for the spotlight at any cost, he may think people will always, always, always remember me now. Well, he's got that right, but it might not be for being famous. Infamous is more like it. He may think, even during my darkest scandals, it keeps me in the spotlights, it keeps me in the headlines. But what cost? What cost? What cost? In reality, in my opinion, this crosses a deep line, a very thin line, thin, deep line. Because it's not just a scandal. It's a little girl, and yes, she's a little girl who lost her life. Lost her innocence. And if he truly feels no emotion, that's dangerous. He's dangerous. It's a lack of empathy. It's a hunger for fame alone. Listen, I'm telling you, an innocent man that fights to clear his name, they fight to clear their name, an innocent man. Right? What does a guilty man do? A guilty or cold-hearted, soulless man hides behind silence. Right? They hide behind their ego. They hide behind all the images. And right now, his behavior looks far closer to what I just said on the second thing. How could someone want fame so bad that they would still risk it all? There are people out there like that. Even in an infamous way. That's what I keep circling back to. And with David and Celeste's case, here we have this young girl, tragically gone. Her body was chopped up, found in his car. And what does David do? He keeps on singing, keeps on keeping on, keeps on dancing, keeps on touring until touring no more. No breakdown, no worries. He's got this. No strong denials, nothing public, no compassion. No, she was like a little sister. No, she didn't have anybody yet. Nothing. Instead, silence, detachment. When the police raided his home, that's when he stopped. If you're innocent, just like most of us in the world, you'd be out screaming it from the rooftops. I didn't do this. Help me get out of this. I did not do this. This looks bad. I'm devastated by this. I can't talk right now. I need to send condolences to her family, man. What I do? He has handlers, right? But we didn't see that. We didn't hear that. So that raises hard questions. Was he told to keep quiet by lawyers? Probably later on, absolutely. Or does he simply not care? Or worse, does he think any attention is good attention? I think probably, yeah. I think in my opinion, it makes him look predatory at the very least. And I think he is at the very least. Let's watch this video. Hold on, let me get this down. Let's watch this video. I got 2 videos I want to show y'all. Hello, everybody coming in. Fly Girl, good morning. Thank you for being here. Let's see. This is Criminal Villains. Let's watch her just a few minutes.
Out about her relationship with David. Celeste's brother, named Matthew Rebus, told NBCLA that the family was aware of the alleged relationship between Celeste and David. Claimed that his sister vanished after going to see a movie with
that's
David.
Supposed to be an L instead of a K, y'all.
Returned. Matthew claimed that David would frequently pick up Celeste in the same Tesla Model Y in which her remains were later discovered in. Just for a reminder, her mother came out to TMZ earlier this week and told them that her daughter had a boyfriend named David and had a tattoo tattoo on her right index finger that read shh. They also have content creators and streamers that are talking to her brother Matthew as well. In this message, he sends a lot of pictures of him and Celeste, and he also starts saying F David, and I hope he real slow. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the video that I just did a little while ago. We were talking about Celeste allegedly having this account where it shows her with a ring on her finger and a tattoo of David on one of her fingers. And somebody in my comment section posted this photo and my mouth was dropped wide open. Not only does it look similar to Celeste, you can also see a ring on the finger that looks similar to the ring that was on the picture on Discord. In this photo, it's not only the ring that caught my attention. Apparently, whoever this is has makeup on, but I really got to looking at the hair, and it's brown and red. Some of the pictures floating around of Celeste right now, you can literally see her hair is brown and red. Also, here is another one, brown with a red tint. When I got into the conversation about the ring, I showed this account that a lot of her friends saying was Celeste's burner account, basically when she ran away. On this account, she was tagging David a lot, and he would even reshare her story. This post really made me gasp because we see she did a story and she did a Q&A, and they said, not gonna lie, David is kind of hot. And you can see her take a photo with a ring with a tattoo that says David on her finger. After her friends were posting all this information, then somebody leaked that there was this person in Discord that was named deleted user that would talk to David. A year ago, they would post with the same exact tattoo on the same finger. All of this information was coming out about her Instagram account. This Instagram account was private until just yesterday, when allegedly her sister hopped on it and said, I decided to make my sister's account public. If anyone has any information that might seem important, please message me. They also tagged this GoFundMe, but people noticed in the account name a 0.444, which isn't in the old screenshots the friends leaked of Celeste's name. So people thought, well, maybe it wasn't real. I went to look to see maybe her sister made a new account to link this GoFundMe, but it says this account was joined January of 2024, which would be consistent with the timeline of her running away to allegedly be with David. It does say that they changed their username one time since this profile has existed. The GoFundMe that's linked to
See, I'm going to say this. Y'all can put the GoFundMe if you want to, but I don't trust the GoFundMe. I don't know about the GoFundMe. I looked at it at the very beginning. I honestly, they ain't even got her body yet. She is at the morgue trying to be examined to what happened to her. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. That's just me. If you see fit to put it in here, I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop anybody from doing that. But I'm not understanding this GoFundMe thing. That was up from day one. And that's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, Sally. Good morning to you, Sally.
to this account is literally booming. It has done so well, but I was able to confirm that this is a legit GoFundMe for Celeste's family. It's the same account that's
You said it was legit. The rabbit hole said it was legit, so I don't know.
Multiple news sources picking this up and talking about this GoFundMe page and also linking it. You also have big streamers from Twitter donating thousands of dollars at a time to her GoFundMe page. But the biggest part of all of this, I'm pretty sure the sister that runs the account probably saw my video of people questioning, well, if she had this account, how did she get into it? And why isn't she posting all of the things that are on this account? Because you have an archive on Instagram. Because she just posted, yes, I do have access to her archive, but nothing from this account should
Which
go
people
public.
can do what they
The police
want.
told
I
us
mean,
not
I'm
to
not.
share any evidence
I'm not
since
saying
nothing
it's
has been
a
finalized,
scam.
and we're not even.
They're saying right here,
updated on
a
what's
lot of
happening.
people was
For
donating
now,
to it.
everything will stay private. Also, thank you.
But
We're
I don't
so
know.
close
It's
to reaching our
really
GoFundMe
strange.
goal. So at this point, I don't know if this was a change that was made by Celeste's sister when she got on the Instagram account, or if it's something that Celeste did before she passed away. Because mind you, This account was private. I looked it up as soon as all of these photos from that account were being leaked on Twitter. Can confirm the GoFundMe that is linked to that account is definitely a legit GoFundMe. All of the news sources are talking about it. We can confirm it's people in her family that made that GoFundMe page. You also have people on Twitter and big streamers talking about it and trying to help get people to donate because this GoFundMe is for her funeral. So yeah, I thought this was a big thing to come on here and update just in case there is somebody that wants to donate to her family's GoFundMe, but also just
Here's the thing. What I would want to do first, this is just me personally, if I gave any money, I would kind of want to see how this played out because, who did what? Again, I said yesterday, I have the utmost compassion. Okay. But see, her sister's name has already been mentioned in the beginning. Her brothers already came out to say, we knew. From my understanding, I can't find her mom's interview, but her mom has already come out and said, or so it said, her mom's come out and said, let me put it that way, we knew she was seeing somebody named David. Look, this was a minor child. She run away. Teachers have come out. She's run away from the school, or she's run away before. There's a lot that just don't add up. So in the end, she was a minor. And I'm trying my very best to show compassion and not blame anybody for anything, because this case is wild. More cuckoo than Cocoa Puffs, Pops, Sugar Smacks, and everything else thrown in together and mixed up. But there's a lot of moving parts to this case. And for a GoFundMe just to be thrown out there, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but I just want y'all to hear. They say it is real. It is real. I'm just giving you my thoughts on it. So let's continue.
To show the relevancy of those old posts that her friends are leaking of her wearing this ring with a tattoo of David on her finger. Can't help but think maybe her mom never said anything about it, because you got to remember, guys, she had been missing for a whole year when she was found. So her mom maybe didn't know if she does in fact have the David tattooed on her finger. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Sorry, but I feel like some of you need to really learn how to do research before you comment, because I actually did some research before I made the video saying that Celeste's parents failed her, because her own brother, Matthew Rivas, came out to NBC Los Angeles and made a statement saying that the family was well aware that the girl knew singer David when she disappeared, and she was actually on the way to see a movie with him. He even went on to say that she was picked up multiple times in his Tesla Model Y, the same one her body was found in. You can go research this. This is all public information. This is coming from the very brother, this blood brother of Celeste. And the Sun has now reported, and take it with a grain of salt because it's the Sun, but they're saying that a family friend has come out and said that it wasn't the first time that Celeste ran away or went missing due to being with this man. This was the second time. And the first time the family did make social media posts, they did, put out missing flyers. And then the daughter came back home. Celeste came back home to be with her mom and then ran away again to be with David. Then the family was given a call by someone they don't know telling them that the daughter was fine and to take down the social media posts about her being missing. But at the words of her own brother, the family knew about David in this relationship. The brother had reported the relationship to the police himself. So it's not like the family didn't know. They need to be accountable as well.
It's honestly really believable to me that David paid off Celeste's family, because the reason being is that, I was familiar with David because yes, David is like from Houston or from Texas. I think he lived in Houston or from Houston. He would always be giving back at like the Houston food banks and stuff like that. And one of my he's not my close friend, but we grew up together. We live around the same neighborhoods. From elementary school all the way up.
That part,
to,
Lady
high
Q, it
school.
was
So
his car.
I know him even
That
to today.
part.
And he would always slide up. I'm a journalist, so he would always slide up like, you need to interview David. You need to interview David. He's so cool. He always responds to my DM. And now like that all this David stuff has came out, he like doesn't want to believe it because like David had did so much for him and he was always giving back and stuff. Like every time he would invite me to like see David, it would be like, oh, he's going to be donating at the Houston Food Bank today, like da. Oh, he gave me some tickets to go to see him in Dallas, but I never would want to really go. Like I thought about it, but I never really wanted to stop what I was doing to go because I was like, I don't really know him like that. Like, yeah, I know that song, but I don't really know him.
Does
like
anybody
that,
know?
like,
Can y'all look and see how much they've made on that GoFundMe right now? I'm
curious.
Guy.
I don't even really
I know I'm slow.
So yeah. And he was even saying now that all this stuff has came out, I had messaged him like, hey, like, what do you think of all this stuff? Because it's crazy. He's like, I just don't believe it. I'm just gonna, keep believing in David until like all of this stuff comes to life or when he gets arrested and things like that. I'm just like, okay, well, I sent him some videos like with the evidence and proof and stuff like that. And he's just like, posted on his story like, hey, y'all stop blowing me up about David. Don't blow me up about it because it's just hard to believe that like this guy helped my family out like when it was the hurricane and stuff like that. He gave my family $5,000 and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, yeah, but sometimes good people do bad things. Like he could have been all of those things. Yeah, he donated to all those things, but sometimes people overcompensate for being a bad person. And it's sad. I really believe that David allegedly did this just because of like his art. I believe that could have been the case, but yeah, that's just my take on the little David thing, just based off my personal experience.
Maybe it wasn't real. I went to look to see maybe her sister made a new account to link this GoFundMe, but it says this account was joined January of 2024, which would be consistent with the timeline of her running away to allegedly be with David. It does say that they changed their username one time since this profile has existed. The GoFundMe that's linked to this account is literally booming. It has done so well, but I was able to confirm that this is a legit GoFundMe for Celeste's family. It's the same account that's linked in the bio of that Instagram. I have multiple news sources picking this up and talking about this GoFundMe page and also linking it. You also have big streamers from Twitter donating thousands of dollars at a time to her GoFundMe page. But the biggest part of all of this, I'm pretty sure the sister that runs the account probably saw my video of people questioning, well, if she had this account, how did she get into it? And why isn't she posting all of the things that are on this account? Because you have an archive on Instagram. Because she just posted, yes, I do have access to her archive.
And I think that's,
but nothing from this account.
I would be interested to keep up with that. I think that, okay, is more than enough.
Nothing has been finalized. And we're not even being updated on what's happening.
I'm just saying.
For now, everything will stay
I'd be interested
private.
to see
Also,
how far this goes.
We're so close to reaching our GoFundMe goal. So at this point, I don't know if this was a change that was made by Celeste's sister when she got on the Instagram account, or if it's something that Celeste did before she passed away. Because mind you, this account was private. I looked it up as soon as all of these photos from that account were being leaked on Twitter. Can confirm the GoFundMe that is linked to that account is definitely a legit GoFundMe. All of the news sources are talking about it. We can confirm it's people in her family that made that GoFundMe page. You also have people on Twitter and big streamers talking about it and trying to help get people to donate because this GoFundMe is for her funeral. So yeah, I thought this was a big thing to come on here and update just in case there is somebody that wants to donate.
So I'm just going to stop that there. If y'all want to watch the rest of it, you can go over there and watch it. So evidently, that is, legit. But again, I would be very interested to see how far this carries out. In my opinion, how far it carries out as far as her, because as far as the funeral goes, because I think they have now more than enough for a burial. I have donated to so many things, people I didn't even know, that causes and all that, but probably stuff I shouldn't have. But the thing is, until that, first of all, they don't even have her body. And then second of all, until everybody knows what's going on. And then the brothers out there talking, most definitely they knew. Again, like Lady Q said, why are we making the family rich? Why? I'm just saying. And again, very, very, very good point. More than anything I could ever say in my life or on any of these lives. Guilty, not guilty, felt guilty. His car, registered to him. Why is it he is not paying for the funeral? Because he should be. He definitely should be. Now that you think about it, he should pay for the funeral. Even if he has to do it anonymous and the family didn't take his money and he had to pay the funeral home, directly. That's my thoughts on it. Just saying. This gets more strange every day, but no, we can't do that. We can't do that. This is a big secret. Gonna blow up. Shh, silence, silence. And we can't do that. Shh. I can have no ties to that. And shh. Shh. We can't do that because I'm greedy, right? So let's carry on.
This update in regards to the David case is very alarming to me, but it looks like some users on Reddit have found the account of the mother, Celeste's mother, and now the account is locked. But before it was locked, it looks like screenshots have been taken, and a lot of these messages are extremely alarming. Hey guys, it's Rob and Raleigh, daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel and please pay attention to this video because everything that is about to be said is very concerning and interesting. Sad. Yeah. This is really sad, what I'm about to say. But anyways, let's get into this, where when we look at Celeste's mother's Facebook account, she says, "First, God, my daughter appears soon, and may God protect her, enslave my anguish I have for my daughter." And then somebody states in Spanish, "Amen." And then somebody below says, "Because you don't really pay attention to what's going on." And then somebody below that called Anna says, "Because this is not important to her." So to me, I do believe that any public portrayal of "I miss my daughter" is performative. That's basically what these people in the comments below her are implying as her Facebook friends on her personal Facebook account. It's been confirmed that this is her Facebook account because numbers that have been published also match the numbers on the missing account of Celeste. And so this guy, Carrillo Alex, he posts a WhatsApp picture. In this WhatsApp picture, you can see that these are the messages. And in English, it translates to, "Good evening, Miss Mercedes. I told you 12:28 a.m. that I saw a few hours ago he arrived at a particular airport in Mexico. A plane with a group of young people. The young girls are brought for the white dealers. A young woman comes with the group. Celeste Rivers, she claims to be, you know, his daughter. So this airport, I believe, is also an airport that can be in a dangerous area. Specifically, the part where it says the young girls are brought for the white dealers. So I do believe that somebody like Celeste was somebody who was trafficked by organizations and multiple people. And I believe that David was just one of those people who was easier to grab onto Celeste. But other people are as well, because there isn't much parental support around Celeste, unfortunately. There just isn't. And because of the fact that there isn't enough support around Celeste, it's easier for anybody to try and find her and groom her, traffic her, or, you know, put her to places. My ring light just went off, guys, because my ring light is sick of this conversation. My ring light is so disgusted with this video that the ring light decided to just go off. The right ring light just went. We're going to keep rolling for this video. So these are images, but guys, that have basically been placed onto the Facebook account. And there are more where the mother posted, now private, a photo of Celeste and a man, and the family members below were commenting about how cute Celeste and her boyfriend was. What kind of mother would be doing this? Do you understand? The mother is publicly saying, oh, please return my daughter. People below are saying, well, we've been trying to tell you, but for some reason you just don't care. You're not responding. And we're showing you these messages for the fact that she was in Mexico, arriving at a specific airport with white dealers. And this is who she was for somebody. And that, you know, somebody else arrived with them. And that this is the person who's claiming to be your daughter. Like, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Celeste could be one of the many dots, one of the many children who was part of an organization that was transported illegally around places. And the other people are saying she's not responding to you because she just doesn't care. It's not important to her. How is this not important to her? Something is fishy with this damn family. Do you understand? David could not be doing this alone. He could not be doing this alone. And Moji isn't the only other person that.
So, you know, something, that's all I'm trying to say. Something is very strange. And now text messages are coming out from her mother's account that is now privated. How could forgive something like this? I don't know. It's sad, man. It's sad. Hey, Miss Betsy. Hello. That's what I'm thinking, Miss Betsy. Regardless. I'm just going up looking at some of your comments. I can't see them when I make it big. Why the heck did her mother and father let her go with him? You know, because she was a kid. Regardless, I don't care. And some saying as far back as when she was 11, she met him. Please, y'all, watch your kids when they're on these games. Please. They have these discords. They have all these, you know, all these things. They can talk to these strangers, and people are never who they say they are. They can be anybody that they want to be. It's dangerous. It is dangerous, you know. Please. But all this is coming out. Hold on just a minute. I'll put it back up.
That is helping him. I definitely believe the family is in on it in some kind of way. I know that can be seen as quite insensitive because right now they're probably going through it with the fact that Celeste has been confirmed dead in that car. But I just feel like to get to this position where she was so unprotected and so vulnerable, the family had something to do with this. Either they were accepting money privately, and you know that money was a large amount to keep themselves quiet, and they must have thought, well, David is 18, 19, David is not a grown man, even, you know, he's not in his 50s, therefore it's okay. This is probably how they thought about the whole situation to process it, to take the money. And then you have multiple people in the mother's accounts telling her, this is where your children is. Why don't you care about your child? This is what we've heard about your child. What is going on? Why aren't you responding to us? Why aren't you responding to us? It could be a possible chance that she would reply to them in the private, you know, Facebook chat. But I genuinely believe that wouldn't be the case because the other person came to co-sign it. And I feel like these are context and clues for how this person behaves. So, you know, could she have been trafficked by multiple people, organizations? I believe so. And I believe this is just a very extended conversation. I don't even think the police are going to be looking into that. The police are only going to be looking into David and for the fact that, you know, multiple of his laptops and phones and etc. were wiped and taken from his residence. At that point, I think that David definitely wiped everything. I
Is that
believe
for
David
both
has
of them,
wiped a lot of
Donna, or
stuff.
just
But the fact
one?
that he apparently has removed multiple people from the main Reddit account and he now is the sole moderator clearly goes to show you that he's been reading everything that people are saying online, trying to control the narrative, pretending that there's only one moderator left when it's him. And he's locking everybody out to the point where they have to create separate groups because everybody in his main Reddit group has turned against him. I do believe that David wanted to be infamous for this conspiracy theory of the fact that whether he took the life or not, and that people would look at David and be saying, well, you know, wow, his music was actually so dark, or wow, his music is really dark. Did he do this? Did he not? We will never know. And it's like a trance that will pull in people to listen to his music and question whether he did it or not. It would only be placed as a conspiracy theory, and because it's a conspiracy theory, it won't go anywhere else. He did not expect this to go so far to the point where Interscope Records have publicly pulled all promotion. His brand sponsorships have gone down the drain and tour dates have been cancelled. And people are genuinely calling him a pedo and a murderer. He didn't expect it to go this far. He just wanted to be infamous for a conspiracy theory that could help bring up fame, you know, in his name. How much fame that would bring, I don't even know, to be honest with you. Not short-lived in my opinion, but I think he wanted to, you know, live for this because he puts it all in his songs. And he wants to pretend like he's some artist. And there's so many people out there who want to pretend they're artists when really and truly they are freaks of nature. They're absolutely creepy, freaky, weird people. And unfortunately, it's not normalized to tell people that you are a freak. Like David is a freak. That is an example of who I would call a freak of nature, and it's masked as artistry, and they're able to carry on to the point where they end up harming somebody's life, all for the influence of just art, or for the influence of lyricism, poetry, music. And really and truly, people need to normalize to tell these people that you are a freak. Half the people in his Discord knew what he was doing. Only 1 or 2 people would say to him that this person likes kids, instead of just saying that this person is a freak. It's very similar to the P. Diddy case that I've been documenting on for the past couple of years, where children are not safe. The children are not safe. Every single conversation when it comes to stuff like this, the moral of the story is protect the kids, protect the kids, protect the kids. Stricter parental control, especially when it comes to electronics and when it comes to contacting 24/7 parental control, especially parents of today, with the
Yes,
children of today growing up.
absolutely.
You need to be on them
Be
like
nosy.
hawks because anybody can go through whatever electronic device they have and basically put them in very uncomfortable scenarios. And so protect the kids is always going to be the moral of the story when it comes to me, when it comes to this channel here, because me, myself,
Sorry, y'all. You got to remember too, Kelly, she was missing before then. She had ran away once. And then according to her teacher, she had ran away once, younger than 15. They got her back, or she went back, or whatever. They found her, the police, whoever, whatever. And then she went again. Everybody knew it was with this David guy. Even the brother said that. So what was really going on? And it was said she met him as early as 11, and I'll just say 12 years old. You know? So, one, she was a minor regardless. She could not make her own decisions. She slipped through all the cracks. Her parents, the cops, the school, everybody, in my opinion. But if nothing else, it shows he is a predator. He is a predator, if nothing else. Hey, Chi-Chi, and where's Summer? Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. So, hold on.
I was not protecting myself at all. And unfortunately, I went through a very vicious cycle being trafficked and doing, kind of kink work for much older men, and, doing very dark, seedy stuff for them, because they would either give me substances and I was, unaware, or, some videos, minors of me, some or not. And then my whole situation blew up into a scandal and everybody got upset with me, but nobody got upset with these grown-ass men who were, doing things to me when I was at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19. And it is very disastrous, because had I had protection at the time, it would have prevented me from living that dangerous life and doing those things for quick money so that I could escape being R-worded. Had Celeste had that protection in her life, she will not be dead right now. So this is why the conversation always comes down to protect the kids.
Listen,
There
I
also
agree.
are no such thing as perfect victims. I'm not a perfect victim. Celeste ain't no perfect victim. Do you understand? She obviously put herself in bad situations. I put myself in bad situations, and that you have to hold yourself responsible for, to say that, you were wrong for doing so. But at the end of the day, you don't know better. The person that you're with, the grown adults, they know better, and they know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to find young boys and girls to exploit them, especially poor, broke, young boys and girls, to exploit them, to use them, to abuse them for all of their needs selfishly. And the young person has no
The
idea.
most vulnerable
And Celeste had
too.
no idea what
And
David
where's
was
that come
doing. I had
from?
no idea initially
The ones that's
what
having
some of
problems
these
at
men were doing.
home.
And even when I did, you either had a choice or not. You either get beaten up or not. Or even if you do have an idea, you still have to hold yourself responsible in order to grow and become a better person. What I'm saying is that I can mirror myself with multiple of kids who turn into adults that are not protected, unfortunately, because there aren't organizations that are there to protect children. They say they're there to protect them, but they're really not. And it's just an absolute shame. It's just diabolical. You can even read up on my whole scandal, doing all of these things for these grown men, and these men are in their 40s and their 50s. I'm like a whole minor. I'm, in my early 18, not 19. And yet, there's no conversation for why these grown men put young boys and girls in these exploitative conditions. And they're doing so because they can exploit you. You're poor, you're broke, you're running from
And
some kind of
look,
abuse.
boys
So therefore, what can you do? We can
are
trap
just
you,
as
we can do
wanted
whatever we
as
want with you.
girls.
And
You
in
better
some
know
cases,
that,
like
and you better
Celeste,
hold them
they can
close.
delete you.
Close.
How I didn't get deleted, God is good for me. But, in Celeste's case, they deleted her. David deleted her because there was no space to protect somebody like her. And she was so incredibly young. She's missing from dating this man from the age of 11, missing from the age of 13, past at the age of 15. What a life of torture, because nobody is there to protect these young boys and these girls. The fact that so many people were fans of David, this particular man, and he was dating this kid and nobody called them out. I'm telling you, majority of those fans are probably other, boys, men, which then leads to this kind of misogynistic society, incel culture. All of it is related and linked. I then went off on a whole tangent all over again. I keep doing this, guys. I keep going off on a whole tangent all the damn time. I don't know how we done went to all of this, but anyways, it all connects, it all relates. Sorry for rambling. Do subscribe to the channel, guys, if you guys wish to. The Facebook account is where we started this conversation. I don't know where the hell we ended it, but please do subscribe. It's just one click. That's all.
So go over and subscribe to him and all that. And y'all have heard me. I've told y'all, my own granddaughter in Tennessee has been to Struggle Jennings' house, has been there many times, stayed there, spend the night there, spend a few days there, whatever. But the point is, she was best friends with his daughter. He wasn't even there. It wasn't like he was there with her by herself. No, he has like 7 kids, man. When you as a parent, in my opinion, know these things, and trust me, this is where I believe the brother. The mom knew. I'm sorry. You can't tell me they didn't know. Then it's up to you. It's up to you. You need to make sure that your minor child is safe and doing all the, right things to protect them. You are responsible for them. You have to go out and find them. You can't give up. You brought them into this world. When a girl, like I said, as young as her is tied to an older person like this, an artist or somebody, she eats up that attention, and she's not getting that attention at home. But now she's found dead in his car. And the silence alone makes him look guilty. And it makes him a predator. He is a predator, in my opinion. But it makes him look more guilty. Even before court says anything. And you can't deny that. Good morning, Faye. You can't deny that. Teachers, friends, people around her, around him are already connecting the dots. People are talking. They're showing text messages from the mother, from the brother. People's doing in the family interviews, have spoke out. You know? They're talking, they're whispering, and their whispers are very loud, and they're heard. Is this about control and ego? Y'all can come to your own conclusions. It's about greed? I think so. Is it about wanting to be remembered no matter what? Yeah, I think so. Or is it about something more darker? Yeah, sure, I think so. I think it's all of the above. Either way, one thing that's missing here is David's human emotion. He don't have any emotions. He don't have a care in the world. A young girl's life, Celeste, is gone, lost. She was innocent. And him, innocent or guilty, her life deserved tears, compassion, and something more than he gave, because he did know her, regardless of how he knew her, right? Celeste was just a child. She was looking for love in all the wrong places, unfortunately. But Celeste is the victim, no doubt, period. I hope her life will not have been in vain, especially at the expense of a damn dollar, especially greed or over fame. I hope whoever is responsible, whoever, I hope justice will be done no matter what it is. I, for one, think one thing for sure. I know one thing for sure, just like I told y'all a while ago. She did not do this to herself. I hope I don't hear anybody that's supposed to be smart on a news channel say this again. It was a homicide, period. They did the unthinkable. Somebody did. It's impossible. Even in the fake Hollywood world, you don't chop yourself up, die, plant yourself in a bag, and think, I'm going to put myself in what I call, or in her mind, was her boyfriend's Tesla. She didn't do that. Somebody did that to her. And I hope whoever did it, whoever did it, I hope that justice is brought for her, whatever happened to her. And I think it will. I think it's going to come back to you, whoever you are. But also, I think David is a predator. And if he did not commit this heinous crime, he committed the heinous crime of being a child predator. And what I want to know is there more out there that he preyed upon? Probably so. And I hope that they all find the courage to come out there and speak, to go tell it, to be strong. Don't be afraid. Do it for yourself. Do it for Celeste. Do it for other Celeste. Do it for other yous. Stop the cycle. Break the cycle. I think both, and regardless, like I said, whatever he did, he's a very dark person. And I still, in my opinion, see him as a pedo. In my opinion, that can never be rehabilitated. So in my mind, in Smiley's mind at least, he's guilty of that. In my mind, he knew her age. I don't care what he says. In my mind, he definitely should not be able to walk around and hurt any other young girls, young boys, or any children ever again. We don't know what he's done in his past or who he's hurt, even if they're not gone or deceased. Y'all, I thank you for being here. We'll continue on this case as well as others. We stand for truth. We stand for the victim. And we stand for what's right. We stand for hard here at Smiley's World, and we talk real where real hits home. I get raw sometimes, and that's just the way it is. But the truth is the truth. I'm signing off now, but I'll see you in the streets, YouTube streets, that is. Y'all have a great day.